In Catholic theology, the concept of pride is nuanced and distinguishes between what can be seen as sinful pride and a healthy sense of pride related to recognizing one's accomplishments. Understanding these distinctions helps clarify why the Church views pride in a certain way and offers guidance on how to navigate feelings of pride in our lives. Sinful pride, often referred to as the deadliest of the 7 deadly sins, involves an inordinate self-esteem or self-love, which seeks attention and honor and for its own sake, minimizes or dismisses one's dependence on God. It is considered sinful because it places the self above God and others, disrupting the harmony of creation and the proper relationship between the Creator and the creature. In the Bible, Proverbs 16:18 warns, "Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall." This type of pride leads to a variety of other sins and distances a person from God. On the other hand, the Church recognizes that a healthy sense of pride, such as feeling pleased with one's achievements or the achievements of those close to us, is natural and not inherently sinful. This form of pride acknowledges the gifts and talents God has given us and the hard work we've put into developing and using them. It is an acknowledgement of God's grace at work in our lives. For example, feeling proud of graduating from college, mastering a skill, or helping someone in need can be expressions of gratitude and recognition of God's blessings. This kind of pride does not elevate oneself above others or God, but is a form of thanksgiving for God's generosity. The Church makes these distinctions to guide the faithful towards humility and a correct understanding of our relationship with God and others. Humility, often seen as the virtue that counters pride, is not about self-deprecation, but about recognizing our rightful place in creation, our strengths and weaknesses, and depending on God's grace. The distinction helps Christians navigate their feelings and actions, ensuring they align with God's will and foster relationships based on love, respect, and humility. It teaches that while it's okay to acknowledge and celebrate our accomplishments, we must always remember our dependence on God and our duty to serve others. At its core, sinful pride is a rejection of God's sovereignty and a denial of our nature as created beings. It's sinful because it attempts to usurp God's role as the source of all goodness and grace, leading to a disordered love of self that can damage our relationship with God and others. It blinds us to our need for God and our interconnectedness with our fellow human beings, leading to isolation, envy, and a host of other sins. In conclusion, while the Church teaches that pride in the sense of sinful self-exaltation is dangerous and destructive, it also recognizes the natural and positive aspect of pride that comes from acknowledging our achievements and the gifts God has given us. This balanced understanding encourages a healthy spiritual life centered on humility, gratitude, and the love of God and neighbor.